Here's a package from Dale Webster, aka KL Motorsports, and this is a front cover. I'm not going to put the plastic on there. Actually, it looks like he bent this with the plastic on there, so that's pretty neat. It's cool that you were able to still keep that plastic wrap on there even after bending. It might have marred up the surface just a little bit. I mean, I guess that's kind of superficial. You could, if you really wanted to, sand that out, polish it out, which I might do. I still haven't decided yet. If you're wondering what this is a spark plug wire cover for the front V6 head. So your ignition wires would come in here and then get plugged down into your front cylinder bank. So this is it's an aesthetically pleasing cover. There are two different styles. I'll post a screenshot of the two different front head styles for the V6 KL. One has little indents, or I don't know what you would call them, little square recess portions so that this kind of cover won't fit in there exactly flush. And then there's, on the other side, one that it will fit in there perfectly flush. So you can see there's two different styles of KL valve covers, and the one that I have is the one that has the little recessed portions, but this will still look really nice. And I'll also post a picture of one that's been done, and you can find this from KL Motorsports on Facebook, or contact Dale Webster directly. He's the one that made these. And KL Motorsports is a new company, I guess, that Dale Webster created for KL, Mazda, and Ford enthusiasts. So he's more on the Ford Probe side. If you have a Ford Probe and you've never heard of Dale Webster before, you're probably pretty new at this. Dale Webster's been around for a very, very long time, and he's just now starting to branch out into custom fabrication. This is just a white sticker on it, so it's all silver aluminum below this. So once I install this, I'll rip off the white and it'll be just the silver brushed aluminum look. Let's see what else I got. This one's all packaged, ready to ship. I can see Dale Webb's already been packaging his stuff ready for shipment, so that's a good sign that he's really being serious with this KL Motorsports stuff. That is a serious chunk. Almost. God, how did he cut that? He used a plasma cutter? I'm not sure how he cuts it, but you can see the heat transfer along the outer edges here. So my guess is it's a plasma cutter. That's just a guess. And there's some superficial flash rust on that. Put some serious heat on those boys to get those suckers in there. And this is a Trainee Saver. So this would get bolted to the V6 transmission, and this helps for structural rigidity on the bottom end of the KL transmission. Because a lot of guys have put holes in their transmissions, I guess, because the bell housing breaks because of the torque load from the V6. So these are supposed to help with the structural integrity a little bit. I haven't seen any scientific tests if it is a good or a bad thing. I'm just going on word of mouth, and if somebody like Dale Webster recommends this for all V6 owners, then probably a good idea to pick one of these up if you plan on doing some high torque applications, such as a turbo build. Definitely want one of these for a turbo build, or if you're going to do higher displacement builds, NA kind of thing. I know there's a guy that went up to, I think, 2.9 liter NA, and he's definitely going to want to run one of those. Or even if you just have any KL V6, I mean, you can benefit from something like this. It's just, I mean, you're not going to do any harm from more structural rigidity, right? So it can only help. So I got this stuff just so that I could say that I am a KL Motorsports supporter. So I got legit KL Motorsports stuff that's going in my brother's V6. Along with that, eventually I'm going to get a nice KL Motorsports sticker to put on the car. Unless there's already one below this, which I don't think there is. And I almost missed seeing this. This was down in the bottom of the bag. It's a real tiny KL Motorsports badge. I'm guessing that will go right in the middle of there. Yeah, that's going to look pretty cool. So it'd be something like that. So that's pretty neat. Eventually, I plan on adding an aluminum radiator shroud that's going to say KL Motorsports on it that Dale makes. So eventually, I'm going to get that, and hopefully a cross member to go along with that. And you can find those at KL Motorsports on Facebook. He doesn't have a website, and I don't think you can contact him any other way. Perhaps Probe Talk forums, maybe. But I know he's really big into the Facebook groups. He's like a Facebook kind of guy. I was going to order some t-shirts, but he didn't have any t-shirts in extra large. Because I'm such a large guy, and so is my brother, I need that extra large. Large would not fit on me. Large would look ridiculous. Ignition wire cover for your front valve cover, and this is known as a Trainee Saver for the KL. Now, they do not make this for the 4-cylinder, for the FS or FP. That I know of, that I'm aware of. I think this is currently only for the V6. And the reason these are not available for the FS is because, honestly, they're unneeded for the FS. The FS does not have this problem. The KL has this problem, right? So if the FS doesn't have this problem, no point in making these for the FS. So this is a KL update, you know, kind of DIY community fabricator update for all you V6 guys. I have no idea when I'm going to be able to get these on the car. I still have to get cam gear replacements. I have to go to the junkyard sometime this week in order to get those cam gears and a lot of other things, including some parts for Fred out of Norway. I'm going to get him an HLA and a couple other little things that he needs. Just giving some love to KL Motorsports and Dale Webster. He knows I love him. There you go. Cool. KL Motorsports on Facebook.